You open a Flutter file you wrote 3 months ago, and you genuinely have no idea what's happening. You're reading your own code like it's written by a stranger. You see a function called handle stuff, and you think, what stuff? Why stuff? And the worst part, you remember writing this. You remember being proud of it. If this is you, this video is going to save you months of frustration, because this isn't a beginner problem. This is a structure problem, and today I'm gonna fix it. What's up everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, I make Flutter content that actually helps you think like a real developer, not just copy-paste code from Stack Overflow or ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. Today we are talking about one of the most common complaints I hear from my own students. I built this app, it works, but I can't understand it anymore. And honestly, this is not about being bad at Flutter. This is about never being taught how to think before you code. So let's fix that right now. Let me describe 3 students I have personally worked with. Trap 1, the I will figure it out developer. This developer gets a task, say the user presses the login button, and instead of thinking, okay, what are the steps here? They just start typing. They validate in one place, call the API in another, handle the error somewhere random, navigate to the home screen somewhere else. It works, but it's chaos. And 3 months later, even they can't follow it. Trap 2, the copy-paste architect. This one finds a solution on YouTube or Stack Overflow, ChatGPT, Gemini or Claude, pastes it in, tweaks it until it works, and moves on. No understanding of why it works. So when something breaks or when they return to it later, they are lost. They have a building but no blueprint. Trap 3, the one-file wonder. Everything is in main.dart. UI, logic, API calls, state management, all in one massive file. This person technically built an app, but opening that file feels like opening a filing cabinet that someone threw down a staircase. Sounds familiar? Good, because now we are going to talk about what actually fixes this. Here is the real problem. Most Flutter beginners know widgets. They know column, row, text field, elevated button, but they were never taught how to think about flow. Let me ask you a simple question. User presses the login button. What happens next? Most beginners say, I check the username and password. Okay, then what? I call the API. And if it fails, I show a message. And if the network is down, I didn't think about that. And if it succeeds, I go to the home screen. And what about the loading state while the API is running? Oh, see, there is a whole sequence that experienced developers think about before they write a single line. It's not magic, it's just a framework, and once you have it, your code starts making sense, not just to you today, but to you 6 months from now, and to any other developer on your team. Let me give you the exact mental checklist I use, and that I teach my students before touching the keyboard. I call it IVEN. And no, I didn't Google that. I came up with it because it actually maps to how every user action should be handled in a real app. I. Input first. Collect the data. What is the user giving you? In a login screen, it is the email and password. That's it. Store them cleanly. V. Validate. Before you do anything else, validate. Is the email empty? Is it a valid format? Is the password long enough? Do this here. Do it first. And show the user feedback immediately. Never send garbage to your server. E. Execute now and only now. Call your service. This is where your API calls lives, not in your widget, not inline, in a dedicated service or repository class. N. Navigate or notify. Based on the result, either navigate the user forward or notify them of the error. 2 paths. Handle both. That's IVEN. Input, validate, execute, navigate or notify. Even button press in your app should follow this pattern. Write it on a sticky note, put it on your monitor. Every single button. Okay, so now you have a framework, but framework alone isn't enough if your code still looks like a jungle. Let me talk about the habits that make your code readable. by future you, by your teammates, by anyone. Habit 1. Name things like you are explaining it to a new developer. This costs you zero extra time and saves you hours later. Habit 2. One function, one job. If your function is called validate and call API and navigate, that's 3 functions pretending to be one. Break it up. Each function should be small enough that you can understand it in 5 seconds. If you need more than 5 seconds to understand what a function does, it's too big. Habit 3. Comment the why, not the what. Beginners often either write 0 comments or write useless ones like, "This is a button. That tells me nothing." Instead, comment the reason. We delay navigation by 300 milliseconds to let the success animation complete before the screen transition, otherwise users miss the feedback. That is useful. 3 months from now, you will read that and say, "Oh, that's why this is here." Habit 4. Separate your files ruthlessly. 1 widget per file, 1 screen per file, your services in a services folder, your models in a models folder, your repositories in a repositories folder. If someone can open your project and know exactly where to find anything within 30 seconds, you have won. Now let's talk about the pattern that actually fixes the one file wonder problem permanently. MVVM, Model View View Model. I know design patterns sound scary, but let me make this as simple as possible. Model, your data, your user class, your login response class, just plain dirt objects. View, your widget, your login screen. It only does one thing: display things and react to user input. It does not think. It does not call APIs. It just shows what it's told. View model. This is the brain. It holds your state, runs your logic, calls your repositories. The view talks to the view model, and the view model talks to the model. Now your login screen just watches this state and reacts. It becomes simple to read. Open this file 6 months from now and you instantly know this screen watches login state and reacts to it. Done. No mystery. If this video helped you think differently about how you write Flutter code, smash that like button. It seriously helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Good luck and goodbye for now.